is like generally here. You're not supposed to be here. Yeah, honey, I can tell you're not supposed to be here. I just took one look at your ears. It's pretty obvious. Did you make some kind of deal with another folk? Did you give somebody your name? Wander into a rick of mushrooms? What was it this time? You found us through a book. That's what I haven't heard before. Can I see this book? Alright, give it here. Let's see. How weird. How to find flower fairies. This looks like a book for children. It is a book for children. Fake leaves. And this, so stereotypical. I don't like this depiction at all. Let's see, who wrote this? Oh, Cicely Mary Barker. Oh, yeah, that lady's been giving us trouble for years. Not a fan at all, I do say. Well, I'll be holding on to this one. I don't think any other human should get their hand on this, so I'm sorry to take your possession. That's not very polite, but I'm afraid I can't let you go home with this, okay? Here, I'll make it up to you. You can stay for just a little bit. I'll make you some tea, and then I'll show you the way home, and you're not to come back here ever, okay? There are much less nice folk than me, and they are nothing like what's in your little book. Alright? Okay. Well, I'll get the kettle going, and we'll see. Alright, I've put the kettle on, so the next order of business is you have to choose what kind of tea you'd like. I have quite the selection right now since it's spring. I've been collecting quite a few things. I'm quite proud of my tea collection, and I'm sure there will be something that you like, so let me show you what I have. First one, my favorite. This is mushroom tea. Yeah, no, you can have tea from mushrooms. It's actually very nice. It might not be like the tea that you have back in the human grocery stores or whatever you call it, but I promise you it's got a really nice flavor. It's very woody, very earthy, and it has a lot of health benefits. I harvested these myself. Maybe a bit out of your comfort zone. For someone who adventured to a whole other realm today, you're not very adventurous when it comes to tea. Okay, well, that's fine. More for me. I'll put that to the side and I'll show you what else I've got. Okay, let's see here. What might be more up your alley? Oh, this is a good one. This one's quite pretty. You can see the little hints of purple mixed in there. Yeah, I harvest all my teas myself. So the ingredients here, we've got black tea, jasmine green tea, flowers, specifically rose petals, lemongrass, and also cornflower. That's the nice bluey purple that you see down there. Yeah, I think you like this one. It's quite floral, and I like that the lemongrass gives it a bit of zing, but it balances out with the rose petals. Is that a bit more your speed? say, but here you are. So, alright. How much sugar would you like? 1 scoop, 2. 2 scoops. Okay, I'll grab that. Okay, let's see here. We've got 1 scoop of sugar, 2 scoops of sugar. There you go. Let's stir that up for you. Perfect. Okay. I take mine black myself, but that doesn't mean you have to. So, can I offer you any cream as well? No, just sugar. Alright then. I'll set that down. Yes, it does match the sugar bowl. It's a matching set. Quite like that myself. There's nothing quite like a good cup of tea, is there? One of life's simple pleasures. I suppose that goes for humans as well, doesn't it? Well, I suppose we're not so different after all in some regards. Oh, you have questions for me, do you? I did suppose you would. You all have so many questions, so little time. Well, fire away then. What kind of fairy am I? Oh, I would have thought it was obvious. I'm a mushroom fairy. Yes, that's why I harvest my own mushrooms. Well, it's not as silly as some of the questions I've gotten, I've got to say. The last girl kept asking me which court I was from. No, not the Sealy or Unsealy court. Oh, you're a smart one. No, she kept asking me whether I was from the Spring court and whether I knew some guy named Hamlin. I told her I had no idea what she was talking about, but oh my goodness, quite the character. Reading too many books, I dare say. Yeah, there's quite a few things you humans get wrong, but that's okay. Oh, you do know a thing or two then. You brought me a gift. Okay, I'll bite. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, thank you. Oh, a little bit of amethyst, I see. Did you pick this up on your way here? Well, it's quite nice. I do love a gem, especially amethyst. So I will gladly accept your gesture of hospitality. Thank you. I'll add that to my collection. Well, as much as you've been a lovely guest, much better than some of the others, it is getting dark outside, so I think it's going to be shortly time that I escort you home so you get there safely. Yeah, don't be alarmed when you get there. You might find that a little bit more or a little bit less time has passed than it should. You haven't been here long, so it won't be anything too alarming. Don't worry, I did keep that in mind, but time might be a little bit askew. So just prepare yourself for that. Oh, you're sad. Well, I'm a little sad to say goodbye to you too. It's lovely to have somebody over for tea, even if they did rudely barge in and I wasn't expecting them. Perhaps you'll see me again someday, in some way. You did curry a bit of my favor with that amethyst. Here, I'll be a kind host, and I'll give you something to remember me by. Let's see here. Perfect, I picked this earlier today. I was gonna add it to some of my dried bouquets that I have hanging up on the wall, but it's so lovely and I want you to have it. Yes, you can take it back with you, just as proof to yourself that this happened, since you might start to question that in the coming days. You might feel a little foggy, so you can take this with you as a good gesture of faith on my part, just so you don't feel like you're going crazy. How's that? Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Here you are then. Yes. Alright, well, have the last couple sips of your tea, and then we'll be on our merry way before any unsavory characters start roaming the meadow. I'm sure some of them have smelled you